Namaste, yogis, and welcome to our Power Up practice. We're going to begin standing at the top of the mat. Ground your feet into the earth. Tuck the belly in, broaden the shoulders, and magnetize the crown of the head to the sky. On an inhale, sweep the right arm up and let it sweep around the front of the body to return to the right. Inhale, left arm up. Sweep it in front of the body. Let it return to the left side. Inhale, right arm up. Sweep it in front. And inhale, left arm up. Exhale to sweep it in front of the body. Inhale, both arms reach overhead. Mini back bend as you gaze up. Exhale, arms swan dive to the side, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and as you exhale, plant your palms and step back into downward facing dog. On an inhale, hinge forward into plank pose. Drop the knees. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, press the hips back, child's pose. Inhale, round forward. Come back into tabletop, tuck the toes, and press back, downward dog. Inhale and exhale. Lift the sit bones high, sink the heels. Inhale, gaze forward, walk or jump to the top of the mat, lengthen your spine. Forward fold. Inhale, arms sweep to the sides as you rise up to standing. Pull the hands to heart center. Inhale, right arm up and over. Sweep it in front. Inhale, left arm up and over. Sweep it in front of the body. Inhale, both arms reach high. Open the heart. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for length. And as you exhale, plant the palms, step back to downward facing dog, lift the sit bones high. Inhale to plank pose. Exhale, lower the knees. Inhale, cow. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, come back into tabletop, tuck the toes. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Steady breath, steady mind. Gaze forward, walk or jump to the top of the mat. Lengthen your spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms reach to the sides, rise up. And exhale, draw the hands through heart center. Inhale, right arm up and over. Inhale, left arm up and over. Breathe in, sweep both arms to the sky. And breathe out, forward fold. Keep the length as you fold. Inhale, get long through the spine. Exhale, plant the palms. Walk or jump back to downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Lower the knees. Next inhale, cow pose. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, rise up, tabletop, tuck the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in and big breath out. Gaze forward, walk or jump to the top. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend your knees. Sit back for Utkatasana. Arms alongside the ears. See if you can sink an inch deeper. And then just for fun, come onto your tippy toes, maintaining the depth of your pose. Lower the heels. And then exhale, plant the palms. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, walk or jump back. This time lower through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right toes sweep to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, sweep it high. And exhale, knee to nose. Step that foot forward. Spin the left foot flat. And as you inhale, rise up for warrior one. Hips squaring to the top of the mat, which might mean pulling the right hip back and guiding the left hip forward. Release the arms in front of you. Take that right arm, sweep it on top of the left. Interlace the hands if that's possible, and then fold forward on your exhale. Humble warrior. Releasing the head, releasing tension in the back. Inhale, rise up, sweep the arms overhead. And as you exhale, plant the palms, step back to high plank, lower through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left toes sweep high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, sweep it high. And exhale, step that foot forward. Spin the right foot flat. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Square the hips to the top of the mat. Angle those right toes at a 45-degree angle. Arms alongside the ears. This time release the arms. Right arm under left, crossing at the elbows and the wrists. Pull the elbows and the wrists away from the body as you fold forward. Release the head. Take a breath. Inhale, rise back up. Release the arms up and overhead. As you exhale, lower the palms, step back, and flow. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Staying with that ujjayi breath. Recalibrating here. Gaze forward, walk or jump on empty. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, bend your knees, sink deep, pop onto the toes, and then lower the heels, lower the palms, straighten the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk or jump back and flow. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right toes high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, sweep it high. Exhale, step forward, spin the back foot flat. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, left arm under right, crossing elbows and wrists. Exhale, humble warrior. Inhale, rise, release the arms. And exhale, lower the palms, step back, flow through your chaturanga, making sure to keep the elbows in line with the shoulders on that descent. Inhale, left toes high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, sweep it high. Exhale, step forward, back foot flat, rise up. Right arm under left. Exhale into your humble warrior. Inhale to rise, sweep the arms high. Exhale, lower the palms, step back, flow, maintaining breath to body connection. Take a breath in and out, and then jump to the top of the mat. Lengthen the spine as you fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, onto the toes, lower the heels, plant the palms, straighten the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk or jump back, flow through your chaturanga. Exhale, back to down dog. Inhale, right toes sweep high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, sweep it high. Exhale, step forward, back foot flat. Inhale to rise. Exhale, interlace. Right arm on top of left. Humble warrior on the exhale. Inhale, rise. Sweep the arms high. This time, pull the hands to heart center, hinge forward, spin onto the left toes, and then begin to hinge forward into warrior three, floating that left leg in line with the hip. Hands at the heart. Find your balance. Sweep the palms alongside the hips. And then lower the palms down to the earth, coming into our standing splits. We'll stay here for a few breaths. Find that sweet spot between challenge and ease, and be there. Breath in, breath out. On your next breath in, begin to rise back up. See if you can do this without touching the left toes to the earth. Pull the left knee into the chest, and then take that left ankle, place it on top of the right knee, bend the right knee, and come into a standing pigeon pose. For a little more balance, keep the hands at heart center. For a little more stretch, you can lower the palms down to the earth and fold deeper into the pose. On your inhale, rise back up and lower the left foot down to the earth. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, hands through heart center, bend the knees, and lower the palms down to the earth. We'll come into a crow pose from here. So bend the elbows, create a shelf with the forearms, rest the knees on that shelf, and begin to float 1 toe, 2 toes, maybe 10 toes off of the earth. It helps to gaze forward here. And those of you playing with your jump backs, go ahead and jump back and flow through your chaturanga. We'll all meet back in downward facing dog. Take a breath in, let it go. Walk or jump forward, hopping into a malasana pose. Feet to the edges of the mat, palms at the heart. Use the elbows to help guide the knees out and open. And then straighten the legs, heel toe the feet to touch. Bend the knees, come back into Utkatasana, chair pose. Hands through heart center. Let's take a twist. Left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Palms pressed together strongly. Think of bringing the palms in line with the heart. And then shoot that left leg back, coming into twisted crescent pose. If you fall out of it, don't worry, just come right back into it. And then lower the palms to the mat. On an inhale, sweep the arms high, coming into crescent lunge. Exhale, plant the palms, step back. Pause in your high plank pose. Bring the feet to touch. Spin on to the right foot. Coming into side plank. Think of lifting up through that right side body. Left hip lifting high. Let your gaze follow the left fingertips as they lower down to the earth. Come into your high plank pose. Engage the core, engage the belly, and then lower right knee down to the earth. Extend the left leg behind you. Extend the right arm forward. On an exhale, elbow touches knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale to touch. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, tap it together. Inhale, reach. And this time, bend that back knee. Reach back with your right hand. Clasp the inside of the left ankle. And then traction the foot toward the back wall as you gaze forward and traction the heart toward the front wall. Feel that pull in opposite directions. And then re-extend into sunbird. Lower the hand, lower the knee. Step back into high plank pose. Pause here and lower halfway. Press it up. Lower and lift. Keep the belly tucked in tight as you lower and lift. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, up dog, and exhale, press it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left toes reach high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, reach. Exhale, step forward, spin the back foot flat, rise up, warrior one. Crossing right elbow under the left. Exhale into humble warrior. Inhale, rise back up, sweeping the arms high. Spin onto your back toes, hands to heart center, hinge forward, place the weight in that left foot, float the right heel in line with the glute. Sweep the palms alongside the hips. And then lower the hands. Right toes reach to the sky, crown of the head magnetizing toward the earth. Finding that perfect point between the challenge of the pose and the ease. On your inhale, stand up, bringing the right knee into the chest. If you fall over like I did, that's okay. Come right back into it. And then from here, we'll take that right ankle, place it on top of the left knee, bend the left knee, coming into our standing pigeon pose. Again, option to keep the hands at the heart or place the palms on the earth. On your inhale, rise back up, pull that right knee to the chest, and then lower the right foot to the earth. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, lower the palms, bring them to the heart center. On your inhale, come into Utkatasana, and then lower the hands down to the earth. Coming back into our crow pose. Second opportunity to play here. So if you have any variations that you prefer, feel free to take those here. Otherwise, second option for crow, shoot the legs back, inhale, up dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. Gaze forward, jump to Malasana at the top of the mat, hands at the heart center. See if you can sink the hips just a little deeper here. Use those elbows to press the knees open wide, so deep opening in the hips, making sure that the toes are pointing off to the corners of the mat. Be here and breathe. Lower the palms down to the earth, heel toe the feet to touch. Interlace the palms behind the back and come into a shoulder opening forward fold. Release the crown of the head. You can keep a soft bend in the knees here if that helps your low back. And then release the palms, come into a ragdoll forward fold. Reconnect with your Ujjayi breath. On an inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, head to legs. Inhale, Utkatasana, bend the knees, sink deep. Hands to heart center. On an exhale, let's take our twist. Right elbow to the outside of the left knee, palms pressed together. So think of initiating the twist from the mid-back and let it move into the upper back. And from here, we'll step that right foot back, coming into our twisted crescent lunge. Breath in, breath out. Lower the palms. Inhale, sweep the arms high, crescent lunge. Exhale, plant the palms, step back into a high plank pose. And from here, we'll spin onto that left hand, reach the right arm high, coming into our side plank. Making sure to stack the shoulders here. So there's oftentimes a tendency for that lower arm to be jutting out a little bit farther than the top arm. So just make sure that's in line with your shoulder. And then plant the palms. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And from here, come forward onto both knees. On an inhale, extend the right leg behind you to the height of the hip. Extend left arm forward. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. This time, bend the right knee. Reach back with that left hand. Clasp the inside of the right ankle. Gaze forward. Think of moving the heart forward and allowing the left shoulder to move back in space. Re-extend and then lower the leg, lower the palm. On an inhale, open the heart. Exhale, round the spine, chin to the chest. Inhale, come back to a neutral spine. Extend both legs behind you, coming into plank. Lower halfway. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward and lower halfway. Press it up. Lower. One more. And press it up. Back to downward facing dog. Those are done. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Anchor the mind to the breath and the breath to the body. And from here, come onto both knees and then just spin around onto the sit bones. Extend the legs forward. Place the right sole of the foot to the left inner thigh. Flex the left foot. Sweep the arms overhead. Keep the length in your spine as you hinge at the hips to fold forward. Don't worry so much about resting the chest on the leg, but instead think of pulling the crown of your head toward the top of your mat. So keep lengthening through the spine with each inhalation. Each exhalation allows you to move just a little bit deeper. On your inhale, begin to rise back up, walking yourself up. Take that right ankle and place it on top of the left knee, and then bend the left knee, coming into fire log pose. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead, and exhale, fold forward, keeping the right foot flexed to protect that knee joint. If you find that you have a lot of space between the knees and the feet, you can take a little towel or blanket and just place it in that space for some extra support. Rest here. Sink into the pose with each breath. On your inhale, walk yourself back up. And let's extend both legs in front of us. This time, place the left sole of the foot to the right inner thigh. Flex the right foot. And as you exhale, fold forward, keeping the weight evenly balanced between the right and left sit bones. So not falling over to the right, but instead finding that balance point in the center line of the body. With each exhalation, find some place in your body to let go. Maybe that's the skin around the eyes, the muscles around the jaw. Maybe it's just a single thought that you surrender. On your inhale, slowly rise back up. And let's place that left foot on top of the right knee. Bend the right knee, placing the right ankle under the left knee. Arms reach high, and on an exhale, come into the fold. On your inhale, slowly rise back up. And then let's extend both legs forward, flexing the feet, coming into one more forward fold. Inhale, arms alongside the ears, and exhale, reach down, clasp the ankles, the feet, the shins, whatever's available. And make your way into our last forward fold of this practice. This is your opportunity to let go, to surrender. On your inhale, slowly rise back up, bend the knees, and make your way all the way down onto your back. Hug the knees into your chest, and then keep the right knee pulled into the chest. Extend the left leg long on the mat. Open the right arm to the right, and guide the right knee across the body to the left. Let your gaze follow the right fingertips, and then let the gaze soften or the eyes close. Just wringing out the spine, releasing any last bits of tension or compression. Inhale, come back to center, hug both knees in. This time, left knee stays pulled in, extend the right leg. Guide that left knee over to the right as you gaze to the left. On an inhale, come back to center, hug both knees into the chest. Pull the head up to the knees, give yourself a big hug, and on an exhale, release, Savasana. Release the arms to the sides, let the feet fall open wide, close your eyes, allow yourself the gift of presence for just the next couple of minutes. This might be the only time in your day that you're awake, alert, and fully present. So be here, receive, and enjoy. Next breath in, gently hug your knees back into your chest. Softly rock yourself up to a seat. Keep the eyes closed and the gaze inward. Draw your hands to your heart center and take a moment to bow to that inner teacher, that guide, the light that is always present within you. That same guide and that light within me honors the guide and light within you. Namaste.